Hey guys, I'm Dominique Storm, and as you can see by the title, this is episode 5 of Healing Hoes and Hating. I'm so excited. We are at episode number 5, and as you guys can see from the title, this episode I'm gonna be talking about parenthood. One of the best hoods I've been in. I don't know about you guys, but I really enjoy parenthood. And if you're new here, thanks for coming. If you like what you see, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're returning, thank you. I appreciate you guys coming back. This is episode number 5. I have I have 6 more episodes that I would like to record, and I'm gonna wrap up this series of Healing Hoes and Hating. And maybe I'll come back, at a later time, but we'll talk about that later on. But right now, we're talking about parenthood. If you guys see me looking down, it's because I have notes and I have 2 things. If you're here, you know what? It's because you love me, you like me, or you just, you're just interested in seeing what I'm saying. That's number 1. Number 2, if you are triggered by anything that I say, it can just be something that you might want to look into, something deeper. And lastly, hoe is just a word in endearment. Hey girl, hey how. All right, let's get into parenthood. All right, guys, so let's just start off. I am a proud mama of 2 girls. I have 2 daughters. My oldest daughter name is Jedi, and my youngest daughter, her name is Dylan. I am super proud of them. I have a 17-year-old and a 7-year-old. Okay. All right. So these are, my beliefs. I'm not trying to push my beliefs onto anyone. I'm not trying to push a narrative. This is just me sharing my journey, my healing journey, with being a mom and just in general, right? Okay, cool. So I believe that we pick our parents. I believe that we are here to learn lessons and, to raise the vibration, whatever your assignment is. Because some people's assignment is come here to do some bad things, and some people's coming, assignments is here to do some wonderful things. It's just, who you are and what you believe in. This is just what I believe in. I believe that we choose our parents. We decide, like, hey, I want to live this life. I want to live a life of luxury. I want to live a life of, maybe, I don't want to say struggle, but maybe not the the best, because you want to learn some lessons in that department or whatever it is. I believe that we come down here to learn lessons. That's a bigger discussion for another day, but not today. So that's something that I believe in. Like, I believe that I chose my mother and my father, and I learned a lot of lessons from being their child, and I'm sure that they have learned a lesson from me being a bunch of lessons from me being their child as well. So that's the first thing I would like to say. So I am very grateful that my 2 children have chose me to be their moms. I am so appreciative of that. I love being their mom. I also believe that we use our parents as a portal, just to get through, just to get here through this earth and stuff like that. So sometimes, we may have really good relationships with our parents. Some of us may not have any relationships with our parents, or, some of us may not have been able to, meet our parents. Just everybody have different circumstances, but I just do believe that if we look from where we started to where we are now, we probably appreciate ourselves a lot more. Just, you know what I mean? And I also feel like when we have loved ones like that, especially loved ones that have passed away, I feel like that they are around us, taking care of us. You know what I mean? They're watching over us, watching over us. That's just something that I, personally believe in. So I do feel like, everything is for like a bigger picture that we may not be able to see at the time, but if we really take a look back of where we started and where we at now, we'll appreciate ourselves a lot more. Even through us having good or bad circumstances, I think that will appreciate it more. Being a mama too, my daughters are 10 years apart. My due dates were like almost identical. It's crazy. Valentine's Day, stay open. I have 2 Scorpios too. Both of my girls are Scorpios, so that's something that I feel like growing up I had a lot of Scorpio friends and stuff like that. I think that was just like a preview to like what's to come. So yeah, I appreciate my 2 daughters. I just realized recently my oldest daughter, she I always say like the way she dressed and stuff like that, she reminds me of myself when I was younger, just pretty free, like not really keeping up with what other people got going on, just kind of like doing your own thing. Like one day she dressed up like a tomboy, the next day she's dressed up super girly. It just really reminds me of myself when I was younger, even now, but like really when I was younger, even like her style of choice of clothes is like something that I would have definitely been wearing in the 90s, early 2000s. It's just so crazy. But anyway, so yeah, so I just realized like my daughter is me if I would have been able to be creative. Like if I didn't listen to what other people, if I didn't care or listen to what other people thought and said about me as a child. This girl is super freaking creative and talented. Like I'm not taking away from her creativity, like this is her, but I'm just saying like she just reminds me of myself. Like if I was allowed to be free, even like me wearing the clothes I wore and stuff like that, people had things to say. Like I like encourage her because I just felt like her clothes look dope. Like why would I tell her to take that off? Like nah, like I don't know. So anyway, so she really reminds me of myself. She's so creative. She can sing, she can dance, she can act, she can paint, she can draw. She teaches herself how to play different instruments. She's just like amazing. And then like my youngest daughter, she reminds me of myself when I was younger. Like she kind of like, you know, she put me in my place, you know what I mean? Like she let me know, but like in a, you know, a respectful kind of, we gotta keep it together, but she definitely keep me on my toes, and she, you know, she let me know. She's a reminder. And yeah, so my baby, she's mad intelligent. Like let's say like if she learns about something or she reads something or she sees something on YouTube, she can articulate it like so well. Like it's just like, dang, like, okay girl, like where you get that skill from? Like it's just really good. And she's also super duper funny. Like she's just naturally funny. Like she be having us in here just cracking up. Like she's just naturally funny. Like I always tell her, like sometimes she be trying to like make her so funny, and it's like, nah, when you just naturally yourself, you're funny. She's into fashion. She loves freaking fashion. She got her own sense of style. She hasn't really in the house, like she'll showcase it, but like she hasn't had her debut outside yet, but soon come. She'll like make anything out of anything. Like an outfit is just so crazy. Like she'll take garbage bags, she'll take anything, cloth, whatever, and she's making dresses, different things. She's also into makeup. She loves makeup. She loves dancing. I mean, she just, and she loves, you know, like playing games and stuff like that on her iPad. She's just a really good kid. I have some really amazing little babies. I don't know. I just love my girls so much. They are super resilient and they're amazing. All right, so 3 things that I really learned, and I'm learning as, you know, being a mom and stuff like that, instead of me like just like, you know, you do what I tell you to do. You know, I still want you to do what I tell you to do, but like just like learning how to like respect them as people. So the first thing that I want to talk about, that I'll just, you know, like 3 points that I want to make that I've learned being a parent, that children are people, you know. They come to me, I believe they come here with their own identity, their own thoughts. If we just like allow our children to be themselves, we can see. And not saying that, you know, we're not here to guide them. We are here to guide them and to teach them different things like that before they go out and into the world. And even when they go out there, I feel like it's our job to continue to teach. And so on the flip side, our parents are people, and they may not be like, you know, the Webster dictionary of what we decide what our parents, what our parents are supposed to be. Like, a mother is supposed to do this and a father is supposed to do this. I believe that their main job is to get us here. And once we get here and we go through those childhood traumas and things like that, after a certain age, if we can build ourselves back up, I think that that's something, that's our main purpose, to serve our main purpose here. So I think that their job is just to kind of get us there. Like, even if you look at yourself as a parent, like, are you satisfied, like, with the thing, the ways that you do? So imagine, like, the tools that your parents had. So just be grateful that, I'm not going to tell nobody what to do. I'm grateful with, what my parents had and where I'm at right now. Like, look at me from what I came from. So I'm proud of that. And my job is to hope that I can help usher my children through earth, through this place, usher my children and help them navigate life the way that they're supposed to, and give them the tools that I've learned. And I'm sure that they're going to gain their own tools and put some of mine down and keep it moving. But I think that the job is for the next generation, to be better than the one before and stuff like that. When you really think about it, we're not too far removed from slavery and stuff like that. So I just think that that's something to take into consideration. Another thing, I believe that we are here to teach, and our children are also here to teach us. Like how I mentioned before, like my youngest daughter kind of like checked me. I think that our children are a reflection of us. They are either, who we wanted to be, or they are living another life, and it's like, wow, you know what I mean? You're not subscribing to what I say and stuff like that. Like, even for me, even though I'm spiritual, my two children, they believe in Jesus, and I don't have absolutely no problem with that. Like, they grew up in a household around my mother, you know what I mean, a Christian. I'm not gonna tell them that, you know what I mean? That's just me personally, the way that I do things. So just grateful that I'm able to allow my children to, to be who they want to be. Some other things I learned to say sorry to my kids, because even as a parent, I realized that I don't always get it right. So I always like to talk, to have communication, and just like kind of follow up. And if I do something wrong, I'll have no problem coming back and like, you know what, I did wrong. I always tell my children, like, at the time, it may not be a good idea to talk to me about it, but let's cool off. Let's think about it. Let's come back. We talk, and then, we usually have great conversations and great, resolutions. So that's like another thing I love, like being a mom, like just talking to my kids. And I also learned to like keep my hands to myself and stuff like that. And I'm working on like my mouth, like, your mouth, you can breathe life into somebody with this mouth, or you could take life. So I'd rather breathe life, especially into my babies. So I'm learning, like, my mouth is crazy, but not too crazy with my children. But I feel like I could still be more gentle. So I'm gonna start leaning more to like the gentle parenting and stuff like that. So that's something that I'm heading into and stuff like that. Yeah, I really don't, I like when the kids are younger, I'm like, get in the corner and stuff like that. Dylan ain't been in the corner in a minute, so that's a good thing, and she's 7. Just things that I wanted to share, like, during this time, like just me being more aware and being more present in my children's life and stuff like that. These are just things that I wanted to share that I've come across during this healing journey. No, I'm not trying to like push my parenting narrative or anything like that on anybody. This is just me sharing my story. So I hope you enjoyed this video.